Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh. We didn't record any of that.
Today's episode is brought to you by dummies, mostly me.
It's so stupid.
In a world where truth lies between shadows and light, where anchors hold you down and eagles dare to rise above, we dive into the untold stories that shape us all. Sit tight, listen close. This is Anchors and Eagles with your hosts, Adam Facenda and Jeronimo Gomez. The views and discussions in this podcast are for entertainment purposes only.
Let's just catch the listener up. We just had about a 20-minute conversation because my phone wasn't charged to start this podcast, and you guys missed out on a lot of points of view about what's going on with the war and stuff like that. And Jeronimo made a really, really amazing connection to what all is going on. Should we just bring that up at least?
Which connection?
The Epstein files, bro. The Epstein files.
Oh yeah. Well, one of them. What I'm hearing from my back channels. Okay, why we're having on the moon?
Wait. Is this from the goat himself, or?
No, this is from deep undercover.
Got it. Yeah.
So the reason why we haven't gone to the moon is I don't know if I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but you should just
delete myself. Really... I'm just telling.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Okay,
I'm not gonna. I'm just telling everybody. If anything happens to me, I'm of sane mind. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You don't feel like you want to. End your life or anything like that.
No.
Okay. All right, okay.
No. But I just want to tell everybody that
this is serious talk, everyone. Like he really knocked it out of the park with this. So, and I'm also in fear. So I'm just letting you know right now.
I'm debating.
I love my life.
Saying this.
I have a birthday coming up. Like I'm good. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
I'm debating on even saying this because this.
You have to though. You have to. That's what we're here to do. Is bring the truth
do it
to
for the American people.
Thank you.
The world.
Amen.
The reason why we're not going to the moon. The Epstein files are there.
They're on the moon? Is that where we're not
all unredacted.
Yeah, wait a minute. Isn't that why we're going to Iran right now to go get the Epstein files?
Well, that was the
fourth part of it, right?
That was the cover up. That was the cover up. So this is the thing. And another thing is that underneath the Sphinx are more Epstein files.
No. I mean, God bless these sources you have, my friend.
Yeah.
When did they bury those? Like 10,000 years ago or something like that?
This has been going on for a very long time.
It's been going on a long time.
Yeah. I think the Greys have something to do with that.
Yeah. Well, duh. I mean,
Alpha Draconis, and
do you think possibly the aliens might have some of the Epstein files now? Is that why we're coming out to talk about them?
I mean, are they children? Are they Greys? I don't know. They're kind of built the same. I don't know.
Are they future liberals? Who are they?
I don't know. They're neither he nor she. I don't know.
These damn Epstein files, my friend. These damn Epstein files.
Blasted. Blasted.
Well, there you go. There you guys have it, right here on Anchors and Eagles. Now we know.
Breaking news.
We're going to war. Now we know.
Wait a minute.
Why we're not going to the moon? What?
Wait a minute. What if they're about to bring up the aliens, the reality of the aliens, because they were on their way here to drop them off, and they were going to shoot them out of the sky?
You weren't supposed to say that part.
Jolie feels really great. She loves her life too. She has no complaints about life. She has a lot of plans for the future, just so you know.
Great. You've doomed us.
Doomed. We are doomed now. We are gone now. Thank you.
That's it. Get to the
Joppa. Well, there was something about that. Do you guys catch any of the alien ships that were over Iran just before we went to war?
No, were there?
Yeah.
I did not hear anything about that.
I don't know. I wasn't able to confirm it. because the AI didn't understand what I was asking it. But in one of the firefights of like these rockets going by, there is the triangle ship is in the middle of it, and you don't pay attention to it because all you see is golden yellow lights. They're the same color as these rockets. That was one. Funny enough, you sent me, didn't you guys send me something about the orb?
I sent you the orb thing.
There was wasn't that over Iran too?
No, that was in California.
Okay, I saw a video of an orb floating around there as well. So, I think you're onto something, Jolie.
You know,
they're like, all right, we got to pretend like we're really crazy. Just send a bunch of rockets up, and they won't bring these files down. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So what we were saying earlier that everyone missed is that amongst all this doom and gloom and all this stuff, you know, the only part that we really have control over is our day-to-day and how we interact with people in our lives, is the little things that we can do in each other's lives that, you know, you never know who you're going to run into in an elevator or whatever, if it's just a smile or a hello or just being kind, opening a door, or, you know, could just affect somebody's day, you know, and you have control over this. You may not have control over, obviously, Iran or all this stuff that's going on in the world, but you do have control over these little moments in your life, you know, that you can help somebody out. Maybe, you know, just saying a hello, good morning, or whatever. You know, they may go off and do that to somebody else. Say hello, good morning, brighten up somebody else's day. So it's these little ripple effects that you have control over. I think that's the most important thing that we can do, you know, in this time of craziness, uncertainty. You do have control of that.
Amen. Yeah, without a doubt. I think, like I was saying, we were talking about this when we were not recording, was the fact that even saying a good morning to somebody, that might be the only good morning they hear at all that day, and that could change their lives. You know, I'm a real advocate, and I've done this way before I even thought about being nice to people, is when I see somebody like at a cashier or something and you can tell they're just miserable and they're like, they're beating up your food more than they're scanning it, you know? I try to joke with them, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. When do you get off work? Oh, I bet you're tired here, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell the boss you can get off early just to get a laugh out of them?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I hope that it changes their day and the next person they meet, that there might be a little bit later. Oh yeah, I am off in an hour or so. I only have an hour left of this. You know what I mean?
And it's funny when you do something like that, their demeanor completely changes. You know, like if you can make them smile or laugh, they start acting differently with you and the next person. And you know, it's just those little tiny
moments. And imagine if we
man.
all got in on that instead of doom scrolling on our phone, waiting for the next tyrannical, crazy, dramatic, uncontrollable thing. Imagine if we all just practice that even once a day. To a stranger. It's just easy to do it.
Just put your politics aside and just, dude, it's just another person doing their best in this world, like we all are. You know, that's it.
And it's something that might surprise you, but it might not surprise you. Through all this, I keep praying for all those people in Iran. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, like
they're people just like us. You know, they're people just like us, trying to get by and make do with what they know and what, you know. And we're all in the same boat, man. We're all in the same boat. That's why it's insane to me how we must be viewed by another entity or another creature, or, you know what I mean? God, angels. What do they see when they look at us on this blue globe floating in the middle of darkness, fighting with each other? You know, like
Yeah. I
for
mean,
what? What?
That question that gets asked all the time. Well, why hasn't Jesus come back, or why hasn't your Savior arrived, or any of these things? I'm like, well, look at us. Look at us. Like, we're supposed to be here to experience this world of love, and it's lacking love for each other. You know,
this is our free will that does this. This is our free will. This is he. It's not that he just like forgot about us. It's that I'm here if you need me, but you have free will, and you can either make the world as beautiful as you want or as bad as you want, you know?
Yeah. And there's a lot of us that are trying to make it good. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us like, I mean, I slip up like, you know, I'm a sinner all day long.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like it's trying to live in that life of being the person that says good morning to a stranger, to being nice to someone that you don't know what they're going through in their day. You know, I had a therapist once telling me, you don't know what somebody else is going through. They might have lost their dog that morning, you know, and that's kind of when I like really started leaning into just being nice to people when I see they're like upset or down. I think that's why I love tattooing so much, because a lot of it, we are like a therapist, but most of all, like we're there for people. You know, there's a lot of memorial pieces. Everyone wants to come in, and it's not just a matter of like, I want to get a dragon sleeve because I think dragons are awesome. You know, it's like, you know, like I want this flower for my mom, or you know, my dad had this tattoo, or my grandpa had this tattoo. And it's nice to be there for other people. I mean, I think that's the reason why I'll probably always tattoo, just to have that connection with strangers. Like, just yesterday, this is beautiful. It's kind of on what the basis of what we're talking about, right? Yesterday, it's Sunday. I'm there after hours. I have a walk-in. 2 older Black women walk in. They want to get a tattoo. Lady's 52, and we get to talking. And I'm like, she's getting a name tattooed on her. Guy she doesn't even know is an artist, you know. So I mess around with her, and I'm like, and she's like, listen, you only have one life to live. It's very short. And when you get to around 50, you just stop caring as much, like, who you are, you know more about the world, you know more about yourself. And I don't say no to anything. And she's like, I've kind of lived my life that way anyway, but I just don't say no to anything. I'm here to enjoy the world and all God has to give me. Awesome. So she's literally leaving. Goodbye. I think that's it. I'm done. 2 more girls walk in. Two more girls, young Black girls in their 20s. They came in and want to get a tattoo just because they got some time to kill. So I asked them their background. Well, we came down here for 24 hours. We just got done skydiving. Geronimo. Wow. One girl comes from Washington. The other girl comes from Chicago. They met in high school. They came down to go skydiving, and just before they got on the plane, they were having lunch across the street, and they said, hey, let's squeeze in one more venture and get tattooed. So the way I saw that is I saw 25 years difference in 2 different Black women that both came into the shop in front of me. I got to experience this. I think it's beautiful. And to see, like, I even told them, I was like, those women that walked out when you walked in are your future selves. And that's amazing. You know, like you always think about, like, if I can go back and talk to my past self, you know what I mean? But I got to witness those women at 50, and I got to witness those women at 24, 25 years old. And it was beautiful. And then I went out and dealt with the guy with the one-way street thing and the drunk at the Chipotle. But maybe those women saved their lives yesterday. Who knows? Yeah, man, it's just it's a beautiful thing to just be able to entertain and help people and listen. That's one thing I've always known since I was a teenager. Listening to somebody is so therapeutic, for the person speaking. I used to be a cable guy. Do you guys know that?
No.
Yeah, I used to do cable in Margate when I was 18. And these little old women, this is back in the day when you had to put your TV on channel 3 for the cable to work. And we get calls all the time because I was kind of a retirement area. My TV isn't working. My TV isn't working. This one lady used to make food and then call in a fake call and then request me because of my last name, because she knew who my great uncle was. And all she wanted to do was talk. She would have meatballs for me. It was great. You know what I mean? And even back then, I thought, man, these older people in their 70s and 80s that are retired and their kids don't call them, all they want to do is talk to somebody and have someone listen to them,
Yeah.
So, I mean, you give somebody your ear for a little bit, you don't have to give them for the rest of your life. We're not all therapists, but I think it's a great thing. And I think if everyone could just give everyone like 5 moments in your life, you know what I mean? Just 5 seconds, hear them out. Let them get off their chest or just say good morning. I agree. I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, just takes a
Yeah.
little bit of effort. It's a little bit of effort to go out of your way a little bit, you know? Like, we're on the 5th floor here, and we got to take our elevator all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, there are moments where, you know, we get in an elevator and the person's, like, completely just shut off. You know, they're staring the other way. They
We
don't
say
say
hi
a
to
word.
everybody.
We always say hi to everybody, you know, because it's just polite, and it's just the way we were raised. And, you know, I like to talk. I like to, you know,
engage
to joke
with people,
around and you know, and
Geronimo sasses people all the time.
yeah, I sass people all the time. I love it. But yeah, it just takes a little bit of just you know, what can I hurt, you know? Can I hurt? So
yeah, and most of the time they're friendly back, and if they're not, they're just in their own world.
And then when you see them again, they'll say hi to you. They say hi to you, and they want, you know, they feel totally comfortable. And it's like, look, we're all in this building together, you know. It's like we get shoved in this like 8x8 box going down a few floors. Like we can at least look at each other, you know, and acknowledge another human being.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And plus, when we have Ziggy with it, he just stares at them. So I always say, don't pay attention to him. He's not very polite. I tell him all the time, don't stare, but he stares anyway.
Yeah.
So,
boy dogs, you know. Speaking of which, Miles is not here today, guys.
What?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Katie took him for the day because I had to get a haircut, and then she, because tomorrow's my birthday, she said, "How about you come spend the night at my house, and we'll go to the beach in the morning because it's a blood moon and it happens in the morning." Mm-hmm. So I want to go see that first thing in the morning. So it made sense then having to load them up at like 4:00 in the morning to get to her house, and then so there'll be no Miles in this podcast today.
Oh, we miss him already.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like. Him interjecting is huge for us. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a mascot.
I don't know if we're going to lose followers. I don't know. But if you've listened to this point, just because he's not there, please like, subscribe, share to your friends, please. For God's sake, help us out here. Can I take a 5-second pee-pee break and then come back and we'll jump into the,
go pee-pee,
into the stuff that we sent?
Yep, go take a wee-wee. Go for it. That was fast.
Yeah. Big guy, small bladder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big guy with a small bladder.
I was gonna do
big guy with a tiny bladder. Okay. Of course, we had to bring up all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, and let's move on to some later stuff because I think everyone deserves it. I think I'm even going to title this, "Are you sick of talking about the war? Are you sick of seeing the war?"
30 minutes. No, I'm just kidding.
What's that?
Yeah. Jolie says, then fast forward 30 minutes.
Yeah, right. Let's see here. Let's start with what everybody else has been talking about, which I think is pretty funny. We've kind of stepped back from Epstein files, but moved forward. I mean, our girl Hillary, like, it's coming out. She was going off in there. She was losing her crap. But there was some humor that happened, and the Jim Carrey thing. Have you guys seen any of the Jim Carrey stuff?
What happened? What is going on there? I don't know what's going on there.
What are you talking about with the Jim Carrey thing?
Yeah. Like,
okay,
what happened?
Let's play that. Let's cue up that first video. We'll keep talking. Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
I don't know. It's crazy because everyone's getting these crazy facelifts, and they're changing all this stuff. And then there's people saying that there's actually someone out there saying that it's actually them.
What do you mean?
He's an alien. He's an alien.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's just so weird. I watched when he received that award the other night, and I was.
You watched the thing?
Yeah, I saw him because I wanted to see his face move. I wanted to see like what was going on there. I want to know if it's that shit silicone, is it a mask? What's going on? Now, if it's a mask, it's amazing.
Mask the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Smoke it.
Yeah. Can you let me know when that's queued up?
It's queued up. Yep.
Let's roll it.
Okay.
Rolling.
Keep them doggies rolling, rawhide.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just make it. Okay.
Oh, look at this girl go.
Andy Kaufman, Tony Clifton dunked on everybody last night. Andy Kaufman, Man on the Moon, he played the part. Tony Clifton, Jim Carrey, but not Jim Carrey. It's his body double. He got you. Jim Carrey.
I just think it's
How
just weird.
funny
plastic,
is that?
Just plastic surgery, man. It's just weird.
Even his speaking, though, it wasn't just that.
Well, he was speaking French. I mean, he did his
but
French.
when he was talking afterwards, he's like, "Oh, hey," and so
really?
I
didn't see the after.
Oh yeah,
was it different?
He was answering questions in English.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, was he?
Jolie, please hunt that down. I wish I would have grabbed that. Oh yeah,
I
didn't see that.
He was totally soft spoken and not himself.
Geronimo,
because he's usually like, you know,
and very
like,
stoic. He's been talking very stoic for a while. Yeah, please find a clip
for that. I want to see that. I know that because his other interviews have been like he goes all out, you know, like he's Jim Carrey, and wow, if he's not being Jim Carrey, then who is he?
I think that's the part that threw everybody off. Like they would have accepted the exception speech, him being with like surgery and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But afterwards, and gosh, I hope you can find this, Jolie. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
And then I was like paying attention to the teeth. I'm like, well, you can get mixed match teeth too. You can have
Are his teeth different too?
No, they're the same.
Wait, I don't. So I just read an article before this. I didn't even get to talk to Jeronimo about it, that there's a drag queen that's claiming.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Someone's saying that. And now because you're saying that, it makes, I didn't know it was a drag queen because I didn't hear the person speak, but I saw a clip on that. And he talks very feminine when he's talking. So hopefully you can find that.
So the person that went on stage to accept the award was not Jim Carrey, was somebody else.
That's what some people are saying. And then one of the Baldwin brothers just dropped something on TikTok saying,
which Baldwin?
This is
the wacky Baldwin or
the wacky one? Yeah, come on, bro. Of course.
Yeah.
The Alex Jones Baldwin. Hello.
Okay. All
yeah.
Right.
He said that it's actually what happened at the awards is going to be exactly Jim Carrey's last movie in 2027, and it all ties in, which could be really cool because you know who else did that? Joaquin Phoenix, remember?
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, yeah.
Dude, he had us sold. Remember that?
Yeah, he was hilarious. I love
He
that.
had us sold. I'm like, this dude just lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, what's a Shia LaBeouf right now? Not looking good, buddy.
What is going on with that kid, man?
Did you see that the podcast he just did? The clips from it?
I saw in New Orleans when he's doing the New Orleans. I was watching that last night. He's a weird dude. What is? It's like it's almost like he's trying too hard. You know, like he's just trying to be.
So, dude, I think he got messed up as a kid.
Right, but he's a child
actor. He's a Disney actor, isn't he?
That's what. Right, he's had millions since he was a teenager. Okay, but I think he's trying to revert back to this like normal working class blue collar dude. You know what I mean? Like he's trying not to be that actor. You know, like he's trying too hard to like be a normal dude. You know,
right? Or
like, I just see like he's just trying so hard to just.
Or he was a white trash kid, got a bunch of money, and just
yeah, but he
wasn't. Can't take that out of people. You know what I mean? Like you can't. I didn't know that I grew up white trash kid until I had to do a mental test. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know. But I used to act like. Come on, like the last podcast.
How old is Shia LaBeouf? How old is he?
40, I think.
All right, 40. 40's come on, dude. Like,
is he? No, I think he's younger than that. Actually,
no,
I can't look up anything on this crap computer. I just think. I want to say he's my brother's age. Yeah. Jolie, have you found anything at all?
Yes, I found something. I can't listen to it yet. So, by the way, Shia LaBeouf is 40. Yeah, as of
look at
this
that
month.
One person I get the age right on. I'm terrible.
Okay.
People will come in and I'm like, "What are you, 45?" Go ahead, just play it, and let's just see.
We'll judge.
Yeah, we can always edit out.
Bonjour. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, it's And then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. But
come on, Geronimo, that's creepy.
That's weird, man.
He doesn't
That's
talk
him, though.
like that.
I don't think. I mean, if that is of somebody that looks like him, they freaking look like. I mean, they have his teeth.
Yeah, but you've seen the girl that looks like him too, right?
No.
No, I haven't seen that.
Jolie, can you look up?
I mean, I've seen a
female Jim Carrey.
Yeah, but I don't think she acts like him. But I don't think she looks.
She
like
doesn't.
him.
She doesn't purposely act like him. She looks like him. And if there's one person out there, there's several. I mean, come on, we have tons of doppelgangers out there. Like it's just a given. Like, you know that they ran fingerprints through AI, and turns out fingerprints aren't even unique anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of
I don't. I leave all the good stuff for myself, I guess.
What?
That's
they ran a bunch of fingerprints through AI.
How's that going to work out in court?
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. A lot of people are going to start getting released because they're coming up and saying, "Hey, look, I told you it wasn't me the whole time," and now you have this database that could say it's 6 other people.
Yikes!
Yeah, they say on average, like our fingerprints are similar, at least by 5 people.
What else is happening in the world?
Yeah, man.
Dogs and cats living together.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Have you had a chance to find anything on that, Jolie?
On the female?
Don't cross the street.
The female one?
I think, but I don't know if it's...
Throw it up there. If it ain't it, we just take it down and keep on going. Yeah, so she put out a tweet or something like that everyone's asking if that was her at the awards, and then now there's a guy out there saying, the drag queen says, like, he's a master of it because this and that, but his masks aren't that great. But I just find it funny. And did you watch the awards just beforehand, like before they presented it, and they actually hit him with the Mask movie, like as an intro, like there was like big jazz hands performance beforehand?
No.
Did you catch that? Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I'm thinking it's kind of like that whole Joaquin Phoenix thing. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Because why would he get all plumped up after all this time? I mean,
maybe that's what happens.
It really looks like he gained weight.
Yeah, but that's not the first time we've seen actors go weird.
Yeah,
or
especially
people
him.
go weird. I mean, it's not the first time we've seen that. I mean, maybe it just got weird.
This one's for funsies. Can you throw up the one that is the lady on the plane?
We should have music.
Yeah.
Or some popcorn or something.
Oh yeah, I've seen this girl. Is this
okay?
Yeah. Yeah, she's freaking out.
Apology. So you remember that man is not real airplane meltdown?
But I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
So back in 2023, Tiffany Gomez went viral after freaking out on a commercial flight, insisting someone on board wasn't real. And the internet's verdict was, meme her, laugh, and move on. But fast forward to now, Tiffany just tweeted, redemption is near. She tweeted this while retweeting Donald Trump's announcement of the release of the government files on unexplained phenomena, including possible extraterrestrial life. So we've got government officials admitting that there's going to be hidden information released soon, which, by the way, is a distraction tactic. And we got Tiffany out here saying that all will be revealed and that she will be redeemed. So maybe she wasn't drunk. Maybe she wasn't crazy. Maybe she did see something that she couldn't explain and panicked. Maybe the question shouldn't be what was wrong with Tiffany, and maybe it should be what did she see before the rest of us were ready to listen.
That mother back there is not real.
Have you ever heard of the condition? There's an actual, Jolie, could you look this up? It's the condition where people, and this is
the face.
Freaking new. I had never heard of this before, but supposedly there's a condition where people's faces, you have this condition and you see people's faces change in front of you.
Distorted, yeah.
Distorted.
No.
It's called it's called demon.
PMO.
What is it?
It's called PMO. Oh boy.
PMO. Huh?
You down with OPP?
So it's prosopomorphosia. Oh my God. Wow.
I think we're trying to explain
anymore.
shapeshifters is what we're trying to
So
explain.
face blindness. Face blindness.
Face blindness.
So,
that's cool.
That's the
That seems legit. I think that's how we can discredit normal
with face
people.
blindness.
No, this is different.
With face blindness, you can't identify the face. No, the other one that I said, PMO, is a rare neurological condition where faces appear warped, stretched, melted, or asymmetrical. So it's only faces, not other objects. Really weird. Can be caused by a stroke, head injury, epilepsy, migraine, or lesions in parts of the brain.
And when did this diagnosis? I think it's a fairly new diagnosis, which I think is
sounds like
interesting.
Sounds like those aliens are not their shapeshifting is not working anymore. I think we're adapting to it. We're sorry.
I mean, I've seen some weird videos of, you'll have these conspiracy videos of like, look at this man in the crowd. It does not look human. I mean, I've seen some weird stuff where, okay, that's odd. I mean, I don't know. Is it a possibility? Sure, why not?
Who knows?
Well, it says actually so it gained significant public attention in 2023 when they published a detailed study. Dartmouth published a detailed study of a man who consistently saw demon-like distortions in faces.
So they're not calling it schizophrenia. They're calling it something completely different now. Yeah. So he's sane, except he only sees the devil.
It's only it's only the faces. Yeah, it's only the faces.
Yeah.
You know who looks like the devil? Reptilians. Who? Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's weird. It's a weird. It's a weird diagnosis. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, lizard, reptile, snake. Hello, it's in the Bible.
Dude, you have to watch the show Childhood's End. You have to see that.
You tell me this all the time.
Please, just watch the
We should have a watch party.
If it sucks. Yeah, we should have a watch party.
It's not
if it sucks.
Okay, if it sucks, what? If it doesn't suck, that's what I want to know. If it doesn't suck,
I want to hear, I don't know anything about movies, Adam.
Fine.
Okay.
But you'll say that the movie's freaking awesome.
Okay, that's a good gamble, right?
Deal.
Okay, deal.
You're going to like it.
I'll give it my honest opinion of how stupid it was.
Sure. Do it. Do it. It's on.
Did you guys bring anything to the show or just great commentary and the
all I've been
FC
doing
files?
Is watching the war. That's all I've been doing.
Good.
Just
you couldn't bring anything with the war.
2 monitors. I have my live cams up.
That's good. I'm glad you're settling the war. Watching
all the major, basically, news outlets up, and yeah.
Okay,
that's pretty much.
So, you've been hearing about all this COVID stuff that's coming out now, right? All the craziness.
Like what?
I mean, what it's leading to. You know what's sad is I have a friend right now that's trying to make a baby and they can't. Him and his wife can't make a baby, and they said that was going to be one of the side effects. And they're relatively young and healthy people, which is kind of weird. But I found this, and I found it today, and I found it very interesting. It's about Rogan when he took the Ivermectin, and have you heard about all that? Like, how it's like literally helping people with their cancer and all these other things. It's all about parasites. And at the same time, we're coming out with all these things that like, oh, we can beat cancer now and blah, blah, blah. Like it's kind of weird that that's all happening. And now we're having a better understanding of ivermectin.
Yeah.
So if you can queue up the Rogan one, I found this very interesting because there was a part during it that was just like, oh, that kind of makes a lot of sense why they rushed the vaccine. And then made Joe look like an idiot.
Joe Rogan does that a lot.
He does that all the time.
You tasting pie?
Let me know what you think.
I saw the CNN thing where they made my face yellow and said I was taking horse medication, which is that to say that and to repeat that over and over again is such a clear indication that they conspired. It's such because it's uniform. It's horse dewormer, uniform. A medication that's used far more often on human beings. It's been prescribed for
billions.
Yeah, it's insane. And the fact
that won the Nobel Prize for efficacy in humans.
Yeah, in humans.
Yeah.
It was wild. It was just
But
wild.
They had to do it. They had to discredit Ivermectin because, you know why? Because there's the federal law. The federal law, the emergency use authorization statute says that you cannot issue an emergency use authorization to a vaccine if there is an existing medication that has been approved for any purpose that is demonstrated effective against the target illness. So they had to destroy ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine and discredit it, and they had to tell everybody it's not effective, because if they had acknowledged that it's effective in anybody, the whole $200 billion vaccine enterprise would have collapsed.
There it is, my friend.
That shit pisses me off so bad.
Can you imagine that? That's why.
That pisses me off so bad.
Insane.
That's just annoying.
This is the control they have over us.
This is why I don't trust any of that shit. I don't trust the freaking government. I don't trust. They're all freaking in on it, dude. They don't care. Look at what they've done to millions of Americans. But
let's rewind a little bit too. The man has gone through a lot of weird stuff, you know what I mean? But he's also sued a lot of huge companies for mostly medical stuff and other things too. And what did they do when he tried to run? Well, he can't run as a Democrat. And then they tried to push him out to be a Republican. And meanwhile, he just brings receipts. You know what I mean? Like, it's just who's backing you, man. And if you'll play their game. Because you can be the greatest guy in the world, and eventually you're in a fold. We've talked about this before.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it just, I found that interesting that this is a guy that they try to suppress as well, his whole campaign. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, he says he's got a worm in his brain, and you know, he did cocaine off of a toilet seat and this, and he also admitted that he was a junkie, while the rest of them are touching children.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
At least he was honest about everything, you know?
In their suits and their clean $1,000 suits.
Yeah.
I mean, not me. I just touch kids.
I'm proper. Look at this. I've never touched a drug in my life, but give me those kids.
But I eat children.
Yeah. You know?
Jerky, beef jerky.
We had some comments on that, by the way, which I found was very funny. But yeah, I'm like, you know, and as we're watching him, I don't think AI could ever replicate his voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's an interesting guy.
No.
I really do like him. I really think he's a legit dude. For the position that he's in, I really do think he's trying to do the best.
Whatever he can do. With whatever he can do. You know, he's like, all right, I can't be president.
With the power that he has, I think everything that he's done makes sense, you know? And I just don't see how people can give him shit, you know?
Yeah, and they still are.
Yeah, they still are.
And it's almost like, you know, you see these other videos of these politicians and they're like, oh, yeah, this is bad. And then you rewind them, Schumer and all them, 20 years ago? And they're saying the same thing that the Republicans are saying right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, well, we have to have, what's the thing in wrestling? The heel, like one side has to be the heel all the time. You know what I mean? But afterwards they'll go all hang out and like party together.
Yeah, this is the psychological game. This is a psychological game that's played on the American people.
Yeah, exactly.
And within enough time, people will forget what happened 10 years ago, and they'll just rehash it again and say that it was our idea, and everybody jumps on the bandwagon. This is hilarious.
In 20 years, the Republicans will be the Democrats again, and the Democrats will be the Republicans again. Watch. In 20 years.
And
if we make it that far. If we make it that far, you know. All right.
It's just
and
hilarious.
On positive terms here, Jeronimo hates the subject, everybody. I'm just letting you guys know
Positivity.
Jeronimo hates when I bring it up. Not the positivity part. Part.
I'm like Mikey. I don't like anything.
Yeah. Mikey doesn't like Mikey will eat anything. No, he won't eat anything. Can you start queuing up that last one?
Just shows how old we are. It just shows how old we are.
Yeah.
Quoting that.
Constantly, dude. Constantly. Like, I had really sweet clients last week, and they were like, they're like, how old are you? And I'm like, I don't know, you guess. Mind you, I'm tattooing you right now. And they're like, you're in your 40s. I'm like, perfect. You don't have to tip.
That was their tip.
Yeah. So do you know who this guy is before we start it?
No.
Okay. So he's a doctor that Rogan's had on several times. He's also been on a bunch of other health podcasts and stuff like that. And he started experimenting with himself, which I don't know if anybody really knows that, but I guess if you really know who he is, you do. And not experimenting on himself like Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is the guy that takes his kid's DNA, his kid's blood. Okay, this is not him.
No. This is not him. That's the most measured man. I forget what his name is. It's like John something or other. This guy here started looking at certain minerals a long time ago. He like a holistic way of cheating death, basically. So this is something we kind of argued about last week, but he's a legit dude, is what I'm trying to say. I think he's in his 60s right now. I'm not sure. Looks great for his age. I think he's also reversed his gray hair by some of the minerals and stuff that he's taken because of reverse aging and stuff like that. I'm not sure. You can't quote me on that. So if you're watching this and you're like, that's not true, Adam, you can blow me up on the comments, but go ahead and roll it when you have a chance.
Yep.
Aging doesn't have to be acceptable. In my world, aging is a medical condition that's very common, and it's increasingly treatable. Even if we cured all cancer today, we would only live an average of an extra 2.5 years. Let that sink in. All cancer's gone today. We only live on average another 2.5 years. Why? Because all of the diseases are going up at the same time. So we need to tackle all of the diseases at once, and that's aging. Aging is the cause of these diseases. And what I'm going to tell you today is that next month, we're going into human clinical trials to test for the first time in history whether we can reverse the aging process and cure diseases. We can tackle aging because we now believe we understand why we age. And it's not wear and tear. It's not that we just wear out like a car. Our bodies are not like cars. Our bodies are more like computers that can be programmed and reprogrammed and rebooted to be young again. We are like computers, not machines. One analogy, and hopefully you all remember what a compact disc is. We think aging is like scratches on a CD. The DNA is the music. So we get beautiful music when we're young, but when we get old, we cannot read the beautiful music. Our cells do not read the DNA correctly. So the cells, they become lost. They become confused, and our old cells do not make the right proteins, and they get diseases. This, we believe, is aging. But what's amazing is we found that you can polish the CD. You can get rid of the scratches and rejuvenate cells so they're young again. And to put it another way, you can reinstall the software of the body so that it's young again. We can quite literally, in my lab, reverse the age of cells and of very complex organs and tissues, including the eye, the most complex, and the brain. We can reverse aging by 75% in 6 weeks. We actually were able to show that using this method, we could cure blindness in animals for the first time. We could cure blindness. And the world reported just last week that the US FDA regulatory body cleared the way for the first age reversal human trial. It's a big deal. The FDA is very supportive. And we will know this year, maybe in the next few months, if age reversal works.
Shit. Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy, right? So your argument last week was they don't want us to live that long, right?
Yes.
Okay, so hear me out before you jump down my throat and beat me up with all this thing. Oh, the money.
Now that's not. I have a way deeper That's not. It's what I have. It's difficult to explain. It's not my true belief that that's the case. Okay, that would be like a whole other podcast. I'm just saying what these people have reported and what they've talked about. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Anyway,
so I think, touching base on what you brought up last time, is the fact that like, this, that, and the other thing. And I said, well, they want us to continue to live longer because we're not we're not populating at the same rate as we once did. But everything that we know, it gets paid with taxpayer money. So the longer you keep us alive, the more we can keep cycling this, us being slaves to this machine continuously, up to 250 years per human.
Okay.
So that was my argument towards you. I came up and I almost texted you, and I was like, you know what, I'll leave it for the podcast. So I think that's super interesting that, you know what I mean? Like, now it kind of makes more sense, these quote unquote vaccines and stuff like that. To be able to reverse your age even by 50% in 6 weeks is insane. Like, what does your body go through? Is it kind of like the Hulk, when the Hulk, is your body going to go through rapid, when we're kids, you guys had growing pains when you were growing up?
My knees.
You know what I mean? Literally, my knees, my legs, Do we go through that for 6 weeks? You know what I mean? Like, I'm so interested in this. Just because, to be honest with you, I always joke about the gray hair, but my vision is getting bad, and I hate that. I hate that so much, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like always aching somewhere, but this not being able to see sometimes, like having to look for my glasses, and like if I use 3 different pairs of glasses in a day, I have a tattoo, I have reading, and then I have, my distance because I refuse to wear bifocals, But I mean, it's just, it's mind blowing what's happening right now. At the same time, we're destroying the wars are still happening. Like, how does this coexist together? Like, I'm not saying I'm totally against this war thing. I have my religious beliefs about a lot of this, and a lot of this is kind of biblical at the same time. Like, this is already laid out way before us, and this is all in God's hands, and everyone that's doing bad things are going to have to answer to God, because I truly believe there is one God, and even these guys that they blew up, they're going to have to go and face somebody, their Muhammad might not be there waiting for them, you know what I mean? But God's going to be there waiting for them. Yeah. So, their judgment is coming, but it's just crazy to live in these times that it's like, they're also saying that a lot of this is, not him. He's been studying this himself for a while. His AI is just being able to produce these models so fast as to get us through testing faster. You know what I mean? It's just a weird world, man.
Yeah, dude, it's moving so fast. So fast. Insane. Yeah. And I just hope that humanity's intelligence is able to keep up at the pace that all this stuff is being uncovered, and we don't run into another Oppenheimer moment of like, oh my God, what have we done? We did not think this through.
Yeah, or is it true that what the governments have said to us, we can't handle this? And maybe some of us can handle it, but the masses might not be able to handle what's really going on, like we're getting hit with this kind of stuff too fast that like no one knows how, like, because our attention spans are now so limited to what they once were, when you had to read a full, paper to understand what was going on in the world. Now you can just flip 30 seconds, 15 seconds, like, and now they're saying that the humans want more than 30 seconds on a video. You know what I mean? Like, they're literally quantifying how much we can handle, what we can't, even to the point where, I don't know if you guys watch your Instagram or anything like that, or I that's part of what I do, is seeing like when people drop off and stuff like that, the attention spans, what the topics are and stuff like that. They're analyzing all this constantly. You know what I mean? It's and there are a group of people that digest faster. Like, I sometimes watch a lot of the videos in 1.5 because I can register faster, as faster they talk, the more I can register, and I think that I could consume faster that way, but I'm getting a whole video done instead of having to sit there and listen to 45 seconds or a minute. Like I'm getting it done in a fraction of the time. Because I'm not great. That's what I'm trying to say. No, I'm not just saying that, but I'm just saying like some people compute faster. You know what I mean? I also think as we grow older, we compute a lot faster as well. You know, our attention spans are a little bit longer because we cherish the moments that we do have. You know,
if you're aware enough to notice those things,
right.
At that
age,
age,
I mean, we have a lot of friends that are out there just doing the same things they were doing as in their 20s at our age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then some of these people are like acting like 20-year-olds and not out there partying, but just believing everything that's on their phone, you know, and looking for that popular click. I was watching. You don't watch any church or anything like that online, do you?
No. I mean, I watch debates and discussions and stuff like that, but I don't watch any like church
one of my favorite churches to tune into when I can't go to church or my church is not putting their stuff up there live is Elevation Worship. And they had Christine. Oh my gosh, I wish I remember her last name. She's a brilliant lady. She's been helping. She's been in church for 40 years and you know, gave her life to Christ 40 years ago. But she goes and gets saves people from being trafficked, puts people in jail, rehabilitates. Like she's huge, and she was doing the service for Elevation Worship on Sunday, and she said something that really clicked in my mind and it made me think about this right now, is that people are so worried about being the most popular or being seen or anything like that, in the fact of I am special. But her whole service was about every person in a link of the world or at church, or her point was the person that's helping someone park in the parking lot is the body of the church too. You know what I mean? And everyone takes a part in it. And some people just need to be, oh, look at me. I got my plumped up lips and I'm filtering out of my body just for the attention, when really like we all have a part in this world that we're all like, we're all necessary in this world and we don't all need to be seen. And I think maybe that's as we grow older, we see that as well. Like we don't need to be seen that much. You know what I mean? We don't need that popular thing. We don't have to be, you know, the greatest performer in the world, you know, but just doing our part in the world should be enough, you know, in the positive way, not in a negative way, of course.
Yeah. I mean, that's a thing that a lot of people battle. Artists, you know, especially, I mean, I've battled that very thing. It's like ego versus, you know, like, why do I do art? Like, why? Why do I do it? Do I do art for other people to see it? Do I do it for myself? Like, which one is it? You know, and it's like, you want people to see your art. You want people to acknowledge your art. You want people, but is that ego art?
But you don't live for that though either. There's people that live for that. You don't live for that.
I don't live for, I don't live for it, but, you know, it's difficult for me just to doodle on a piece of paper and just like throw it away. Yeah, you get lost in the moment, right? You get lost in the moment of doing any art. And I think there's a mind shift that comes when you're doing art. And this is like, I've thought about this a lot. Like, why am I doing art? Like, why do you sit there and do something when you take away the outcome when you're done with the piece, right? When you take away the outcome, why are you doing art? You're doing art. And for me, I've thought about this. I'm like, I do art. Why do I do art? Like, you've had those moments where you're drawing and you just completely lose track of everything.
Yeah,
you know,
every tattoo,
like every sense of time, everything, right? Like, what's happening in that moment that you're doing art, right? What's happening at that very moment? Now, are you addicted to the outcome of the piece, or are you addicted to the moment of creating? Like, where's the magic happening? Is it happening in the moment of creation or in the moment of, okay, I'm done? Are we chasing? Are we?
Thought about that.
Right. So this is my theory. We're addicted to the moment of creation, to be in that space, because in that space, we're closest to the infinite. We're closest to God in that moment of creation. Right. So the outcome of the piece of art that you hang on your wall is the byproduct of connecting to God in that moment, right? So if it's a beautiful, you know, If it's a beautiful piece, it's a byproduct of that connection. You know,
what if it's an ugly piece?
It doesn't matter. I mean, ugly
kidding,
what is it? You know, I gotta mess my shit up, man.
You just said my
I'm
beautiful
trying.
piece.
I'm trying to be thoughtful here. I'm trying to like be serious.
You're good.
And,
You're good.
you know,
You're good. I got a clown
it's
all
all
the
right.
time. I got a clown all the time. I'm
So
sorry.
you know, so it's like why it's like this addiction that we're constantly going for to get back in that place. Like you hear a lot of these near death experiences where people are like, I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay there. I didn't care about my wife. I didn't care about my kids. I just wanted to be there in that timeless space, you know, of love and acceptance and all that. It's like, are we chasing that moment every time we're doing art? You know, just that moment.
Yeah, I you know, with what I do every day, I question why I even doing it sometimes, and then I realize how much I love it. You know, you always have these ups and downs. I'm sure you go through them as well, you know. And the one thing I always say to people is, don't talk to me about anything serious to get a real answer out of me while I'm tattooing, because I'm so hyper focused on that moment of being in that tattoo. Tattooing is so intense for me, and it might not be intense for other tattooers, but for me, it's like a roller coaster every time. Like at any moment, the thing I'm creating can go totally south if they move. I'm worrying about the client. I'm like, I have to be present in that moment. And I think that's the beautiful part of creating, is just being present in that moment, because when you're drawing, you're not like, oh, what is going on in Iran right now? You know what I mean?
No.
You know, you're not like, oh man, like what time did I take the garbage out? No, you're not.
I mean,
you're so
totally
focused in the
spaced
piece.
out.
Yeah,
you're
right.
spaced out, dude.
You're dialed in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that is the addictive part, is that part, is the silence that we have while we're creating.
Yes, that quiet moment where it's not your ego talking to you. It's not, you don't even know what's talking to you. It's like, what are you tuned into? What frequency is that you're tuned into, that moment of creation, you know?
That's like one of my favorite bands to listen to.
That's what we chase, I think.
One of my favorite bands to listen to when I am creating, whether I'm painting or tattooing, and usually I don't play it much in the tattoo shop because people just, you know, fall asleep, is I'll probably butcher their name because I always do. Sigur Rós.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
They are the greatest band of all time.
One of my favorites,
dude. Yeah, same.
One of my favorites.
And it's just like, they really nailed it. Like when I watched the whole documentary, did you ever watch their documentary?
Oh yeah, in Iceland.
Yeah.
When they were playing in all the different places.
Yeah.
Oh, I got emotional. I cried during it.
Yeah. Like, dude, I came home hammered one night, and it just so happened to be on TV. And I mean, I had a good week that week. I created a bunch of really good stuff, you know what I mean? And I came home and I watched their whole thing. And I was just blown away by that documentary. But yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, you don't, as an American, you don't understand their language or hear the language, but they created music that gives you emotion just through the music itself. And it takes you on a journey. You know what I mean? And like, that's one of my favorite bands to listen to. And
here's
what's funny. Here's what's funny. Getting a little interjection. When I play it at the shop in front of a client, clients try to pretend like they're hip and sing along with whatever song is on the radio. What's really great is when you play them and they try to sing along, like, dude, no one knows what they're saying right now. You know?
Well, that's what I was going to say. That I was like, we're lucky to be non-Icelandic speakers.
Yeah,
is that we take John C's voice as another instrument. You know, it's just another tonal instrument in the composition that that's what it's so beautiful. You know, like his voice is just magic, you know?
Yeah. I had a chance to meet him, and I couldn't fly. My best friend Asher married his stylist, and his stylist and him have been best friends since they were teenagers. And so I said to her, she came over because I had to meet her, you know? She came over and I was like, if I come to Iceland, I really want to see this band. Do they still play? And she's like, well, funny enough, that's my best friend. I was like, get out of here. She's like, no. And showed me pictures of them together. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, do you think I can come over there and like just meet them? And like, I was like, you know, it'd be wild if I could just like play one song with them, anything, you know what I mean? Like anything. And she's like, yeah, I could probably make that happen for you. But I have to tell you, Adam. And I'm like, what's that? She said, well, you know, he's gay, right? And I was like, yeah. Like, I live in Florida. What does that matter? You know what I mean? Like, everyone's gay here, you know? And I just thought it was so cute that she had to warn me.
Yeah.
You know he's gay, right? I was like, yes, I do. But yeah, man, I think that band is amazing, without a doubt. Like,
they are magic. And that's what's cool about playing music, as you being a musician. Also, you know this, is that, you know, music is different than art in the way that, you know, you create that piece, it's one piece, you know, and when you're playing music, every time you play the same song in a different place, you get to relive, you get to tune into that space again that we're talking about every time on stage. And those notes and the bass, you know, everything on that stage hits you just like you're just lost in that moment. And that's another reason why I'm so attracted to music.
Everyone's on perfect timing and everything is just like,
it's magic.
Yeah, there's nothing like
magic.
it. There's literally nothing like it. I am so blessed to have had those experiences in life.
Yeah.
You know?
Music is a painting that unfolds over time. You know what I mean? You could look at a piece of artwork on the wall and take it in, but music is something that unfolds over time, and it's a piece of art it's like no other, you know. But
and us two dummies have to go ahead and like learn an instrument and stuff, and Jolie's over there just walking around with all that talent.
I know, she's just got it. She can just sing, dude. It's crazy. She could hear like a tune like one time, like the most obscure thing, and she like instantly just like can like hum it like perfectly every time. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like, what are you doing there? It's like, it's annoying. It's like, stop it.
That's why I know
just sucks sometimes.
every damn song on the radio.
Yeah, every song.
Like, how much do you listen to the radio? And I'm like,
she knows every song, the most obscure song from like 1943. It's like, oh, like, what the I'm like, do you know this? It's like, how do you know this?
Who are you? I've known you my whole life. Who are you?
Learn something new every day.
It's like, what the heck? The pennies and the freaking songs. It's like, what the
pennies?
Pennies.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Lucky penny. The pocket for the paycheck. That's what that was. By the way,
I saw that.
I have 2 in my pocket right now.
Two?
Doubling down your paycheck, huh? All right.
We've got 1960. 1966. It's kind of dim in here. 1975.
My year. Yeah, baby.
No, 1978. Sorry. Disappoint you.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
You were 3.
You could have lied to me for my birthday.
So now, so Adam, tomorrow.
Yeah.
From this point on, you're gonna have to scroll another way.
Yeah, oh my God.
To get to your age.
I feel like I'm playing slots when I have to enter the year.
Yeah, where I am. It's like the freaking.
I get excited when I go
Price
past
is
it.
Right.
Yeah, the price
The
is
Price
right.
is Right. You gotta like wait. For, like,
yeah.
I get excited when I go past it because then I'm like, oh, at least I'm not that age, and I got to scroll back.
Exactly.
So I violently scroll it now. I violently like.
Get to
like 1948. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I think we should end this unless you guys have something.
Yeah, that's good.
You just want to say happy birthday, man. Hope you have a good day tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you. I
We'll
appreciate
do
it.
again, probably.
Enjoy that blood moon.
Yes, I'm excited about that. Unfortunately, everyone will be listening to this after my birthday. But we do want to thank everyone that tuned in today and listened, and especially if you got this far in the podcast. We should have brought this up in the beginning. Maybe I'll put it in the beginning. Who knows? We are thinking about doing a live stream of the podcast. So you can catch it live, or I'm still thinking about this. We stream the whole podcast for an hour, or we just stream for about 30 or 40 minutes talking about the topics that will come out on the next podcast. But until then, this is what you'll have to deal with. But please like, subscribe. We thank you so much. Once again, I'm Adam Facenda.
I'm Jeronimo Gomez.
I'm Jolie Lindholm.
And we love you, and we want you guys to be in nothing but bliss and happiness. And don't forget to say hello to anyone you see, at least one person a day. Just greet them in the most positive way and watch your life turn around. Have a good one, guys.